Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Kidd Brewer Stadium at App State is one of the most exciting stadiums in the country. 30,000 strong. The Rock gets rocking. It is the highest college football stadium on the east end of the Mississippi. It opened in 1962 and saw a $50 million expansion in 2020. The Rock gets loud. That's why App State is so tough at home. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Mountaineers offense will have first crack at this one. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and he cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Willis. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Singleton. Oh, they're after him. There we go. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's James. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Incomplete, tried to... play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Wants to bring it back. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Golden Bears offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Jaron Keave-Sangapolatelli. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out.
Here we go.
JKS makes the grab. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid kick up there. And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit.
Runs through, man. He might have space. What a play there, and he rips off a big inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Here's headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running inside, it's Roberts. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw, it's Singleton. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. On the run, it's Lewis. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Here's the pressure. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. How about the other? From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Throwing Sangapalatelli. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drive.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The Golden Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Appalachian State comes out on the field to get the drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen a slow start, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run inside. It's Lewis. A good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Ready. 30. Beirut. Beirut. Get hot.
Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got him. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And the Mountaineers will try to convert on 4th down. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Blue 22. Blue.
They'll run it. It's Lewis. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw it, Singleton. Wide out, trying to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking for a big gain. Makes a catch down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40.
Let it go!
Sango-Politelli. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Snags it, and he's open. The 20, the 10. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire play.
It just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
129!
Gets the back moving.
Go!
Jaron Kiave Sango-Politelli. That's caught. It's strong. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Singleton. Pulls it in, it's Lewis.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
What a move. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. with before the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Red, 4, red, go!
JKS. He wants it all. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can get to.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Got his man. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. But the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half.
Go!
As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Buffalo Bulls. And it's the Nittany Lions looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now over to your game in Boone. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down into 26. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Catching up with the Cal Bears head coach at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Ready, go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Ready, go.
The give out of the gun. Oh, what a catch! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Grabbed over the middle, it's Strong. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
From the gun on third down, Sangapolatelli. Complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, and watch out. Got some room in under the goal line. To the house. Touchdown, Cal. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Singleton.